Hello, today we are going to draw a sea turtle together. In our drawing, we will also have some spots where we show the bottom of the ocean floor, and some things that are growing such as coral and seaweed, which is part of the place that the sea turtle lives. That is their habitat. It is under the sea. I hope you're ready to draw. I'm going to begin drawing with a Sharpie today, but you certainly should be using a pencil in case you need to erase. I'm going to get my paper in front of me. It will be the wide way today, and this drawing begins with a nice large oval. It will be about as big as my hand if I lay my hand sideways. My hand is probably a little bigger than yours. So just know that the oval we're going to draw first should take up most of the paper. So here I go. I'm doing a nice large oval. I will then come to this side of the oval to draw the head of my sea turtle. And the head goes like this. It is a line that's curving, and then I drop down. Are you seeing this? For the front of the face. I then take this line straight back at first and curve up. This is sort of the little, the jaw in the front of a sea turtle is quite strong. This is what they use to eat with, and we want to show that. And then I just bring a line from back here at the shell up under. There is my turtle's head. Above this line for the mouth, I will be placing in an eye with a nice circle first and then a smaller circle inside for the eye of my turtle. If we come back to the oval, we will be trying to show that there's two fins on either side of this sea turtle. I'm going to bring a curving line out, curving line back for the fin. Same over here. Curving line out and then back towards the fin, or to the shell, sorry. In the back, they are not as curved. They certainly still curve, but they're a little bit shorter than the fins in the front. So I'm going to show that they're a little shorter back there. Small tail on my sea turtle. And then to show that there's a belly under this, I'm going to mimic this line for the shell, but you see the fins are in the way. So I'm going to start that at the front of this fin. I'm just bringing a line under, stop here, and then finish it under the head. That shows that the bottom of the shell. I'm now ready to do the designs. All of the turtles that live in the sea have beautiful designs on their shell. So we're going to try to show that now with a very tiny circle in the center. And I'm going to make this shape 3 times. Watch me here. It goes out, over, back. Kind of like a triangle. Out, over, and back. Over here now in the empty space. Out, over, and back. Good work. Now, in between these triangles where I have empty space here, here, and here, I will do something interesting here. I'm going to come to this point. I'm going to go up a little and then back over to the other point here. See how I have these 2 points in this empty space? I will touch one of them, I'll go out and back to the other one. Same here, out and back. Now I will take these points, these little lines that come from my first circle, I'm going to make them go out to the edge of the shell. Do you see this? I'm just bringing these lines right to the edge of my sea turtle's shell. Good work. Now it is time for us to establish the bottom of the sea. So I'm going to scoop my paper up so you can see There is no right or wrong way to do this, but we could show a little overlapping in our little chunks of the ground underneath the sea. So here I did a small curve for a little portion, and then this one is behind. Do you see that? I could do the same over here by drawing a large one, curving down to the bottom, and then one that comes behind. Don't have to be straight. On this side, I'm going to make some coral. Coral grows in a very wiggly shape, so feel free to wiggle out a little piece of coral, and then when you come back, you're just sort of following close to that first line. Then you go out again, wiggle out, come back close to that line, just the same. Maybe I'll do that one more time over here. Come back close. Good. Now that I have done some coral, I can put little circles to show that the coral is rough and has some texture. So here is my coral. You could do another piece if you have room. I'm just going to do this one piece of coral before I go to the other side to do my seaweed. On this chunk of sea floor, I will have some seaweed growing all the way up for the first piece. Little shorter, little shorter. On this piece, I'll do the same, but it will grow shorter from the start. Could show some pebbles, some dots for the sand, and then I can also, in my picture, show a few bubbles. Sea turtles do come up for a breath, so we might see some bubbles with a small curving line for their little reflection. Good job. Now that you have drawn with a pencil, all that is left to do today is to outline all of your work in a Sharpie. You know that I drew with a Sharpie first so that you could see my work. You could see my lines easier, but you probably drew with a pencil. So now go find, or have your teacher now will give you a Sharpie, and it is time for you to outline your work. Next time we are together, we will color this project.